Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel The Trading Game, the channel where we get all the stock market related information, news and financial education. In this video, we'll be talking about Indigo stock. So we'll be doing the detailed analysis of this stock and we'll be looking exactly where the stock is heading towards because there was a very good move today. So it rose almost like a 12% plus today. So it was a very good move. So we'll be looking about this stock. And before we starting our video, there is a very good news for every one of you. So there is a webinar which I'm conducting on the coming weekend. The topic is intraday trading techniques. So, however, I had done this in the previous week, but there were like too many people asking me, requesting to create to do one more webinar this weekend. So I'm coming up with one more on the coming week, which is on Sunday 16th. Okay, so the topic will be intraday trading techniques and timing will be announcing later in my Telegram channel. So you can just join in to the Telegram channel. The description, I mean, the link is there in the description. You can just join it through there. I'll be announcing the details about this program at a later point. And one thing actually I want to mention here, it's absolutely free. And many people might be thinking that it's a paid one. No, and I'm clearly telling n number of times in the past also, and I'll be telling it in the future also. I'm not charging anything with respect to market. So some of you close to me might be knowing by now that there is no fees for anything, and especially the YouTube channel also, which I have created. I've just created it to share my knowledge whatever I do have. So there is definitely no financial expectations from this YouTube channel or with these webinars or whatever it is. So it is all free. So the my only motive here is just to transfer the knowledge which I do have, and so that it will be helpful for the newbies, and they can do good in the market with that knowledge. So that is my main motive. If you are new here, please do subscribe the channel so that it gives me some motivation for me to do further good videos, and also please hit that like button and share this link to your friends and family so that they will also get benefit out of it. With that, let's look into today's market update, how exactly the market behaved today. You can see here Nifty it had closed at 11,308 yesterday, and it opened at 11,334, which is like around 25 points gap up. From there, you can see there was no much movement. In fact, it made a high of around 25 points, 11,359, and low was 11,269. However, it closed at 11,300, which is almost at the yesterday's closing price, meaning it was totally flat. It closed down 8 points. Okay, similarly, the same case with the Bank Nifty, wherein it closed around 67 points on the downside, and there was no much movement on the stock, this index also. So it was all flat. The closing was just 0.2% down from what we saw yesterday. Okay, so and you might be knowing that today was expiry day, and in the last few expiry days, we are seeing this. There is no movement happening. So all the moments, whatever was happening, it was on Wednesday, but this Wednesday was also like kind of calm yesterday. So there was no much movement in the market in the recent days. So we never know when it is going to start, but at least as of now, it is very flat. Okay, so coming to the gainers and losers of the day, the top gainer is Indigo, which gained almost 12.22%, which we'll be talking about today. And Shriram Transport is the next one, which gained around 5.63%. Then PVR stocks. So Indigo and PVR, these are kind of lockdown based stocks, and I think they are getting hint from whatever is happening, unlocking, and they are gaining. It looks like if we look at the charts now. So PVR gained around 5%, Tata Motors was around 4.6%, and Hindalco around 4.4%. And coming to the losers, Auroform was the biggest loser, wherein it lost 5.6 percentage, and Ibel Housing lost 2.4%. Airtel and Bandhan Banks and Pharma, these all lost around 2 to 2.25 percentage. Okay, so let's quickly look into this Indigo chart. We'll be going into the chart and we'll be looking how exactly the chart looking. So here we are into Indigo daily chart, and you can see here, I have applied a daily candlestick pattern here, and we are seeing the data from almost 2020 Jan. So even before that, you can see it as from December mid, but I will be concentrating more on the last 7 to 8 months. Okay, so now as always, I have today applied the um, instead of EMA, it is EMA today. So moving average, just a simple moving average of 103, and you can see how good the stock is behaving with respect to this EMA for this stock. So earlier we used to see the EMAs which was working good, and as I always say, it is totally left to us being a trader to do some research on this market and to get something which is working good for a particular stock, meaning some indicator which is working good. And as I always say that there is no particular indicator which works good on everything, but definitely there will be one indicator which looks good on every stock. So it is our responsibility to pick that, and through that we can just take a call. I mean, do a trading based on that indication. So you can see here now. So the 103 EMA, whatever simple moving average, whatever we saw, you can see here how many times it had respected this line in the past. So the first one happened around end of Jan, wherein it just crossed that on a day, but it was not able to sustain that, and it gave the closure below that. And similarly, the same second thing happened again mid of Feb. There was again a failure, and from there continuously. Because of this corona effect, it fell continuously to that 780 levels from this almost 1500 levels. From there, you can see it tried to move up, but it was a failure, and multiple times it tried. And here you can see, even though there was a closure here, but the next day itself it gave us a clear indication that it is not going to go further. Because if you see this candle, this red candle, after that big green candle here, it made a open high. So that was a clear indication for us that it was a fake move and it is not going to sustain there. And after that, again, you can see here a couple of times. One is here, June 24th, and the second one is again somewhere July second week. So these two again it got resistance, heavy resistance in this area. From there, you can see continuously in this area it was touching that line, and yesterday it made a very big candle, and you can see the difference. So here when it crossed with a green candle, it made a open high here, a very big red candle, but the same thing, the same stock which crossed on the upside here. So let me zoom in so that it will be clear. So once it crossed this, it made a open low here. So that was a clear indication that the stock is going to go up. Okay, and it was a good move in the last 2 days from almost 940 to it is 1160, which is almost like a 240 rupees, which is almost like say around I can say 20% more than that. So it was a good movement in the last couple of days. And talking about the next thing, like where will be the next target, or where exactly the stock is heading towards. So now if you look into this stock clearly, there is a heavy resistance at this area now, which is this whatever the high it made during this June period, June first week. So this is the heavy resistance area. Now the next important question is where is the target? Where exactly is the stock heading towards? So now if you ask me the same question, so I will look it in a different way. So if you can see this, the first resistance level for this stock is around this 1210 or 1212 area, which was around this June second week, which made a high. So immediately there will be like a very less scope for the stock to go up, which is 1200. That means from here, whatever the closing 1162 from here, hardly like 40 rupees, which is like 3.5% on the upside. So this acts as a very heavy resistance area. You can see here, not only here, even here it is kind of there were a few candles which might act as a resistance. So now my view on this stock is it might reach at the max to 1205 or 1210. I don't think it will go further from there, but it will definitely try to consolidate if you ask me in the coming days, because whatever the movement it has given, it has to retrace. So if I want to trade it, or if I want to take this stock for a long term, definitely I'm not going to buy at this level, but I'll be waiting for this stock to come around this level, which is 1075. Might be these levels I can say like 1093 or definitely like a 6-7% retracement from here. From then I will take a call depending on the scenario on that day. But at least for now, I'm not seeing a very huge upside movement on this stock. There might be a move which is only like 40 rupees, 45 rupees, which is like, as I said, it is hardly like 4%. But definitely on the negative side, if we see there is a scope for this stock. So I don't think that definitely at this point, I will not be a buyer on this stock, so I will wait for the stock to give some clarity because it has already moved in the last couple of days. So there is no scope for me for the buying here. So ultimately, so 1205 will be my target. So if I'm buying it for a short term, that too very short term, so I don't see any targets more than that. And if I want to, if I'm seeing the stock at the reversal period, and it will be only around this 1100 or say like a 1080, that will be a good place to buy the stock. However, like I will just take a call depending on that particular day when these conditions will be meeting. But now, as of now, I'm not going to take any trades on this one, so it will be kind of so if you have the stock, you can just you can keep it for a target of that 1200 around that. If not, you can just better to be away from the stock for some time now. Okay, so with that, let's conclude the video. And before closing the video, I just want to remind you again about the webinar on the coming week. So if you haven't joined the channel yet, please do join the channel there, because we will be giving all the details about the webinar. And definitely I can guarantee you that it is going to be a very good one for the learning. And also it is, as I mentioned, it is absolutely free, so there is nothing you need to pay for it. You can just give it a try once. Okay. With that, let me conclude the video. See you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.